They have felt like they've been bystanders, and we've enabled them to know, get in the game. You're part of this.
I dreamed about this when I was a kid.
It's not just a feel-good or rec league. These kids want to compete.
And I'm like, hockey? What? Like, how am I going to play hockey in a wheelchair?
They're not disabled people, they're athletes.
And, you know, the message is you can achieve anything.
We win the face-off in our corner, eat it. Don't try to... Hockey's my job. Hockey's the way I provide for my family. And I'm lucky enough to love it. Out of my 5 kids, Gavin's really the only one that had the passion, the drive to play, and he's the only one where his legs did not work the way other people's legs work. You could tell right away he had an interest and a passion for the game. So you sit back and wonder, is he ever going to get to skate?
Some people took it upon themselves, we knew nothing about it, and they went to great lengths. There was one man, Charlie Russo, he wanted to build Gavin a sled. Gavin was 4 years old.
I had the pleasure of walking on the rink and seeing my son out on the ice for the first time.
It means a lot because I've had people say to me, oh, you can't do this and you can't do this. They can know that I actually can do the things that they can do.
So we want to give them the same opportunity again as these abled kids. That's what it comes down to.
He's loved sports his whole life. First word was ball. It was hard having cerebral palsy. He could tell he wasn't really competing or that he was getting a chance. But this is him. You know, he's getting there on the ice, having teammates in this experience that he so badly wanted.
It's a really great opportunity to show people who I really am.
I lost my leg to cancer. I was sick, I was in pain. When I got back into sports, I was me again. There are no more dark days where I can't get out of bed or things just get unbearable.
Gave him a purpose of life.
I lived in Brazil, ended up, being caught up in some bad things. In a moment in my life, I was shot in the head right here, 2 times in the back and 1 kind of entering through here.
Here's a kid that never would have got involved in stand-up hockey, sled hockey. To see where he came from, he could have sat in a corner, felt sorry for himself, and made mistakes, but it turned his life around.
If I could be in a sled all day, I'd do it. Like, make the whole world ice.
More than looking to play hockey again, I think I was looking for people like me.
Being a part of a team has been just really, really important for him.
A lot of times people think of adaptive sports, it's like, oh, isn't that cool? They did something for those people. And it's like, those people are amazing athletes.
I hold hockey at a higher standard. It is the most athletic game to play. You can imagine what I think of the sled hockey game and the players that play it.
The storm's coming! They have to shoot her in the high slot all day long.
The name of the organization is Include, Compete, Empower Adaptive Sports. There are no limits to what we will do to include anyone who wants to be included.
I don't like to just play sports, I like to compete.
You're not out there to just, have a grand old time. You're out there to win. We aren't friendly when we're out there.
Then the empower part is the most important part.
They're the recipients of a lot of things. While that's nice, I don't think it builds their self-esteem.
Amazing things come from people who feel empowered, especially people who often have felt powerless.
All right. 1, 2, 3, score! Let's go, boys. Let's do it.
When I first started sled hockey, they wanted me to be able to be a leader, and I wasn't really comfortable with that, but over the years, I've become more of a leader and being supportive of, my teammates and then leading them to do the best that they can.
Here we go, shoot it! Sled hockey has changed my son's life. When Tom and Jen decided to leave one team and go to a new developing team, I said, wherever Tom goes, we will follow you. I have seen what Tom has done for Alex's personal growth. I have seen it in his attitude at home.
He's a really great coach. He has a lot of knowledge. I respect him a lot.
back we go! It's like the sleeper hole.
They want to be treated equal. They don't want to be coddled.
He treats everyone with respect, with admiration. He makes everyone respect themselves.
All right, you guys are family here. Let's stick together. Let's go.
I found out yesterday that the Fords do not have a handicap placard. When they're like, other people need it more. They're just those people. You know, if I didn't have Will, if he didn't have a disability, I would never be blessed to know this group of people. I marvel at the mix of all of us and our really different backgrounds and ages and abilities, and yet we all get together and have the best freaking time.
I feel like those two are my sisters. We laugh and joke and cry.
It's a place that you finally get to exhale. They get the exhaustion, the medical scares, and the medical trips, and the long driving.
Sometimes you don't even stop, like, to think, who am I and what am I doing and what means something to me. And I find so much happiness and pleasure being able to help other people achieve their dreams.
What can I say? Like, I'm just so grateful. You know, they're amazing people, and what they do is amazing.
If I could still run or skate standing up, I would keep playing sled hockey because of the respect that I've gained for the sport and the people who play it.
The biggest thing is to reach people like me, bring them in and be like a savior, you know, like sport was to me.
Playing sled hockey immediately connects you to an incredible community.
And we need more players to be able to stay competitive.
Even an able-bodied athlete.
Whether it's a sibling, a friend.
But with a lot of teams, there's a lot of father-son pairs.
Definitely didn't even think that was even possible. It's like a good father-son opportunity for us to do that.
This means a lot to him, and to be able to play with his son.
Being a disabled individual is really expensive. It's having to choose between, you know, coming here or paying for a new wheelchair or a ramp they need in their home.
So ice time is expensive and the equipment is expensive. So it's a huge cost to play a sport that I think can do so much.
They have so many obstacles and barriers that they deal with on a daily basis. We will never allow finances to be one of them, ever. You would be making a donation to something far greater than a sport. You'd be changing the world, honestly. The power of him being able to be around people who can relate to him is more than I could ever find words to describe.
Maybe the best thing about sled hockey for me is being in an environment where you're not the disabled person. I feel like I can just be Evan.
Can't even put words to the significance of this team and sport in his life. For all of us, we share that, and so we'll do anything.
Come try it out. Worst can happen is you don't like it, but best that can happen is it turns into the best thing of your life.
I mean, I don't think Gavin would be who he is without sled hockey. I wouldn't be who I am.